Hey everyone, welcome back to Underdog Investing. So this is the Tesla Model X which crashed yesterday in Texas, and it crashed right into a tree at high speeds. And what actually happened is there was a driver in the there was no driver. There was someone in the passenger seat, and then there was someone in the back seat as well, but there was no one in the driver's seat. And it went at high speeds, crashed into a tree, and it looks like it burst into flames, and it got absolutely demolished. So I just wanted to address 2 points. One of them was for Tesla and one of them was against Tesla. And then finally, I'm going to talk a bit about some of the ways I think Tesla can improve from this experience to make their cars and their technologies safer. So the first point is here. So the 2019 Tesla Model S was traveling at a high speed when it failed to negotiate a curve on a winding road. Well, there was no driver on the driver's seat, so of course it's going to fail to negotiate a curve on a winding road, because you need a driver in order to do that. Now the thing is, Tesla have their full self-driving beta and they have their autopilot, but they make it very clear to customers that in order to use these technologies, you need to be sitting on the driver's seat and you need to be having your hands on the wheel, otherwise these are not safe. So it kind of is the whoever was in the car's fault for this happening yesterday. So I just wanted to address that point first. It's not completely Tesla's fault. But then they go on to say that actually it is Tesla's fault because of the way they use the language in terms of calling it full self-driving and autopilot when it really isn't that. So what Tesla calls autopilot is in fact a semi-autonomous driving system that can guide a car under limited circumstances. A more sophisticated version called full self-driving is due to be released later this year. But in fact, neither of these systems offers full self-driving as you or I might understand it. Okay, so this is one of the points that I actually agree with from this article, and it's actually against Tesla, because I mean, if you're going to call your technology full self-driving or autopilot, then that implies that you can literally just sit down, do nothing, and let the car drive itself. I think a better term for the technology they have now is assisted driving, because it assists you, but at the same time you need to be there and you need to be present. You need to be ready to take the wheel when you need to. So I think until the day where you can actually sit down, switch off, and let the car drive itself, I don't think you should call it full self-driving or autopilot. So I actually agree with this article on that point. And then in terms of solutions, the thing I came up with, I was thinking Tesla have so much technology on their car. It would be very easy to use a sensor, for example, on the driver's seat and say, there's no weight on the driver's seat, so therefore there must be no one on the driver's seat. And if there's no one on the driver's seat, then don't let me drive the damn car. And I think that will create a very fail-safe mechanism to prevent things like this happening, because this really should not have happened. Tesla should not have allowed a car which has no driver on it drive. So yeah, that's one of the easy ways I think they can implement a safer car, and I think they can do that through software updates. I'm pretty sure there's sensors in the driver's seat for that. But anyway, that was one of the solutions that I was thinking. And then just looking at the Tesla price, you can see it's down about 4%, not surprisingly, based on this news. I actually thought it would be down more. It's actually held up pretty well. I mean, just a year ago, news like this could have caused the stock price to go down by 20-30%. But yeah, anyway, just to summarize, the first point is that it's not entirely Tesla's fault. The people in the car weren't being very sensible if they weren't actually in the driver's seat. The second point is the fact that Tesla could potentially rename their technology, call it assisted driving instead of autopilot and full self-driving, which is slightly misleading to the general public. And also they can use their technology sensors to say, if there's no one sitting on the driver's seat, then let's not drive the damn car. So I think these would help. Also, just bear in mind that more investigations need to be done into this, so they don't actually know exactly what happened. They don't know whether the autopilot was actually on. So yeah, more investigations to follow. But anyway, that was my thoughts. if you enjoyed this video, I'd be so grateful if you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for future updates. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. What do you think about the whole situation? Do you think it was Tesla's fault or the people's fault? Also, if you found it useful in any way, please do share this with your friends, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.